Welcome to the West Wing Week, your guide to everything that's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This week, the 44th president hosted the 41st president at the White House, honored Richard Cordray as the newly confirmed director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, sat down to talk with Spanish-language news anchors, and spoke on the importance of supporting full implementation of the Affordable Care Act. That's July 12th to July 18th, or it's hard to argue with success. On Monday, the president welcomed the man who launched the modern service movement, the 41st president of the United States, George H.W. Bush, as well as his wife, First Lady Barbara Bush, to honor the 5,000th Daily Point of Light recipient, an award recognizing the work of volunteers, which President Bush first conferred in 1990.
We are surely a kinder and gentler nation because of you, and we can't thank you enough.
On Tuesday, the president sat down with 4 Spanish-language television news reporters as part of En Vivo desde Casablanca, or Live from the White House.
For us to have 2 classes of people in this country, I think that's not who we are as Americans. That's never been our tradition. Immigration is always difficult. It always has been in this country. But what's also been true is that this is the thing that's separated America from every other country on earth.
On Wednesday, the president was joined by Richard Cordray, who just the day before had finally been confirmed as the director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, after serving for more than a year as the president's interim director. Mr. Cordray is running a new independent federal agency that promotes fairness and transparency for consumers and their mortgages, credit cards, and student loans. The agency also holds companies accountable, as well as collecting and tracking the complaints of their customers.
Americans are better off because of what Rich has done as our consumer watchdog and his outstanding team is doing each and every day. And by the way, that's just the tangible benefits that we know of, that $400 million in refunds. But part of what happens is when you've got a watchdog, people don't try as many things. And everybody starts tightening up their practices because they know somebody's watching. And so that has ripple effects throughout our economy.
On Thursday, the president spoke in the East Room on the progress of the implementation of the Affordable Care Act and highlighting how the law now requires insurance companies to spend most of their revenue on actually providing insurance benefits to their customers.
If they're not spending your premium dollars on your health care, at least 80% of it, they've got to give you some money back. Last year, millions of Americans opened letters from their insurance companies, but instead of the usual dread that comes from getting a bill, they were pleasantly surprised with a check. In 2012, 13 million rebates went out in all 50 states. Every dollar counts. It makes a difference.
That afternoon, 7 newly appointed foreign ambassadors arrived to some sweltering summertime pomp with a touch of circumstance for the formal beginning of their service in the United States. The ambassadors represent the Republic of Cyprus, the Republic of Iraq, the Republic of Uganda, the Republic of Korea, the Republic of Rwanda, the Republic of Uzbekistan, and the United Republic of Tanzania. To find out more information on these points of light or to see complete videos of these events, go to whitehouse.gov. And thanks again for checking out your West Wing Week.
I guarantee I'm going to be wearing these. I've got to find a good occasion for it.
Oh, you guys. You're in.